Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's The American Dream.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Robert Yoshimura with Compass Real Estate, back for my 6th episode, South Loop Spotlight. Today, I'm actually a little bit west of the South Loop. I'm in a neighborhood known as University Village. It's so named because of its proximity to the University of Illinois at Chicago, also known as UIC to us locals. Today, I'm going to be meeting with Corey Tanzer from Option Realty Group. Corey is a local expert here. 1 out of every 3 homes in the neighborhood are sold by him and his team. So I certainly consider him the mayor of University Village. I'm certainly excited to show you this piece of property. Let's take a look. All right, so we made it up to unit 337. Corey, please tell me about the building in this unit.
Of course, so we're here in University Commons, which is the former South Water Market, produce market. This was built in 1920 and completely rehabbed. Okay. So at the turn of this century, this was built and they made them all into condos. And as part of that, every unit, there were different layouts. So we have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedrooms, and what we're currently in is a 2 bedroom, 2 bath that was rehabbed completely 2 years ago. So as we enter the kitchen here, you're in a completely renovated, completely gutted kitchen. So there is nothing like this in University Commons. This owner took everything out. There was originally a row of cabinets right here. She removed those, made the island larger, brought in this marble honed countertop, brought in new appliances, all Bosch high-end appliances. And as we move through into the primary bedroom, you'll also see the continuation of the exposed brick and all the windows that make up this space that just naturally light this unit. So as we come in here, you can see, again, completely redone, walk-in closet, which is a really nice feature, ensuite bathroom with a tub and a stand-up shower, completely redone as well. The nice window treatments we have behind us that are blackout window treatments as well when pulled down, as well as the skyline view that's behind us. That is an amazing view of the skyline and the pool right outside.
All right, guys, I hope you really enjoyed checking out this beautiful unit here at University Commons. I've worked up quite an appetite just touring around the beautiful property and all these amazing amenities. I'm ready to go grab a bite to eat. We're gonna head over, check out a local hotspot here off of Maxwell Street. We'll see you there. All right, so we're here on Maxwell Street, heart of University Village. Talk to me about this area.
So there's a bunch of great restaurants, bars, nightlife opportunities here, and great places to get breakfast and lunch.
Awesome. I think that brings us right here to Hash Brown's Cafe, 731 West Maxwell Street. We're gonna be meeting with the owner and checking out some of the local food options, right?
Yeah, let's
awesome.
head in.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so we're here at Hash Brown's Cafe. I'm standing here with the owner, Ronnie Ruffalo. Ronnie, tell me a little bit about the history of this restaurant and talk to me a little bit about the food that you make here.
We started out with sweet potato hash browns. That was one of my beginning of naming it hash browns. We've been here since 2005.
Okay.
Opened up in November of 2005.
Yeah, happy to see that you guys made it through the pandemic here. I'm sure without a lot of local support that wouldn't have been possible.
Yeah.
You know, talk to me a little bit about your customers, locals or?
Much of my customers are all local. They are. Big part of UIC athletes also.
Okay.
Big part of support is the local neighborhood here for sure.
Awesome. Well, I love sweet potato hash browns. I love hash browns in general. Anything potato, sign me up. So let's take a look at some of this beautiful food that you created.
I got some dishes coming out for you.
Awesome.
And, let's try it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Check it out.
All right, I am stuffed. I truly hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got to tour a really amazing property at 1033 West 14th Place. We just wrapped up here at 731 West Maxwell Street, which is Hash Brown's Cafe. Absolutely amazing food, absolutely great neighborhood. All I can really say at this point is put a hash brown on it and send it to the internet.
Alrighty, welcome back everybody. I'm your host, Rich Aronson. We are here for another exciting episode of the American Dream Selling Chicago. We are on the campus of Loyola University's Lakeshore campus in Rogers Park. We are here for the 20th annual Rogers Park Builders Group Trends Workshop, and we're gonna meet three amazing people. Ibrahim Shahidi, immigrant and amazing developer and property manager, Carla Price, long-term member of the Builders Group and Bon Vivant, and Mike Glasser, the president of the Builders Group and the creator of the Rogers Park Trends Workshop. Alrighty, let's go take a look. I am here with a long-term member of the Builders Group, Ibrahim Shahida. He is a large multi-unit property owner, landowner, developer, and also winner of our 2022 President's Award. So Ibrahim, how long have you been a member of the Builders Group?
Quite a few years. I was on and off, about 20 years, something like that.
What do you see as the benefit? Why do you come?
I think it introduces you to other people who are in the business of real estate, home providers, you know, and bankers, realtors, people who run other ventures like garbage companies, etc. So it's a service.
So you came to the United States as an immigrant from Palestine, correct?
That's correct.
And you came here in the 70s?
I came in 1969.
No, 1969, wow.
Yeah, I learned the language at the YMCA on 12 in West Walker. Then I went to UIC, I get my structural engineering degree. And at the end of the last year or so, I started doing remodeling as a summer job. And that summer job exposed me to real estate.
I am here with Carla Price. Carla is one of the original founding members of the Builders Group, and she's also the reason I joined the Builders Group.
That's true.
So you guys formed it 30 years ago. The goal was to promote Rogers Park as a destination location, but also to what else?
Well, because it's right by the lakefront and transportation, to really build this community because it had so many pluses, you know, with it. And wonderful apartment buildings and homes.
What do you think of the 20-year history? How has it progressed as you imagined, or do you think the neighborhood's doing better or worse than you hoped?
The neighborhood seems to be improving all the time. It really does. And I hope and pray that it continues.
I'm here with Mike Glasser. Mike's the president of the Rogers Park Builders Group. He's been president for quite a long time. Not the only president, but really one of the more main anchors of the group. Why did you form the Trends Workshop 20 years ago? What was your purpose? What did you want to accomplish?
So what happened, Rich, was that I was talking to Tony Nichols at Belmont Bank years ago. And Tony had so much knowledge about the industry, and he was so eager as a CEO of the bank to talk to a customer. And I realized that the top level executives at the banks weren't talking to the normal investors. So I created a workshop where each of the bank presidents or senior lending people would sit at a table with real estate people, with owners, and talk about certain issues. Did it again the next year, bank presidents, senior lending. It evolved, and then we brought in other people to lead the discussions. But what the magic of the event is that normally we go to meetings and you're sitting down passively listening to somebody talk when there's so much knowledge in the room. So the idea is, let's get conversation going between the landlord or the housing provider and the broker and the architect, and get some discussion among everybody, and let's learn from each other. We don't need the speaker up in the front. And so that interactive component people love.
Oh, no question. Awesome. Thanks for being here, and
Thanks,
I will
buddy.
see you back in the party.
Beautiful. Okay.
That's a wrap for another amazing episode of the American Dream Selling Chicago. I'm Rich Aronson, signing off from the Lakeshore campus of Loyola University in beautiful Rogers Park, Chicago. See you later, everyone.
Hey guys, we're in Chicago's Logan Square, and tonight we're gonna mix, mingle, and meditate with husband and wife team Nathan and Lola Wright. They've created this amazing gathering space called Naloom. I can't wait to show you what it's all about. I'm your host, Allison Aviles. This is the American Dream TV. Let's go check it out. I am here with Lola Wright, founder of Niloom. Thank you so much for having us in this beautiful space here today. I can't believe we pulled this off.
Woo!
Yes. So for our audience watching at home, I want them to get to know a little bit about you as well as this amazing venue. So tell me a little bit about your personal journey.
Yeah, so born and built in Chicago. I love Chicago through and through. I always say, don't believe what you hear on the news. It's an incredible city. And, I just was seeking community, and I was a young single mom and looking for places and spaces to go that felt like were aligned with who I am and what I believe and what I was seeking. And so I didn't often find those spaces. So I started to form them on my own. I did find a place called Bodie Center, which I ended up leading for many years, which was an incredible community in Chicago. And I think coming out of this pandemic, people are really wondering, like, what is my next iteration of community? What does belonging look like for me? And so I just know my own personal growth journey and transformation has really led to having this gorgeous space, and it hasn't even been formed yet. It's just at the beginning.
We cannot forget to mention your partner, Nathan, who also plays a huge role in everything we see before us today. You guys are both incredibly creative, coming from somewhat different backgrounds, Nathan being an architect and landscape designer. Tell me what it was like for the two of you to kind of partner on this vision and now bring it to life.
Yeah. Well, Nathan's love is plant growth. He's devoted his life as a landscape architect, landscape designer, perennial plant expert to his love of plants. And I have a deep love of people, and I love watching people grow. So Niloom is really the intersection of our work. It is the place where there is plant growth and there is people growth. There's a really considerable disconnect from nature that I think people are struggling with, especially in an urban environment.
Yeah.
And we feel like it's really important to prioritize having green spaces in the city that are accessible and beautiful and not just built by concrete and cinder block and that sort of thing. So Niloom is really intended to be a place that responds to the crisis of loneliness and isolation, a disconnect from nature, and a general lack of meaning and purpose that I think human beings can oftentimes struggle with.
What do you want to convey as far as the future vision of what this space will be and what it will mean for our community?
Yeah, I really hope that people experience tonight as like the beginning of a dream.
Yeah.
And hopefully it is an invitation for all of our dreams. So this is a dream that Nathan and I are bringing forward that really feels like it's incredibly inspired and sort of not of our own creation, but hopefully offers like a model, a demonstration of like things can happen even when you don't imagine how. So tonight I hope that it's an invitation for people to dream about what they're wanting, dream about what they're up to.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this gorgeous space with us, for sharing your vision with us, and kind of inviting us into the dream that you're building here. It's absolutely magical. From the moment I met you guys and set foot in this place, the energy, the vibe just like totally hit the spot. And I know the guests tonight are gonna love it. And wishing you just all the luck in the world with the launch of Niloom in the future.
Thank you
you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Allison.
Next time you need to host an event in Logan Square, do not miss out on the opportunity to host your special night here at Niloom. I'm Allison Aviles. Thanks for joining me on this edition of the American Dream TV.
Welcome to Ravenswood Lincoln Square. I'm your host, Jen Best with American Dream TV. I'm here with my business partner, Adele Lang, and we are here on Damon Avenue. We're gonna check out some of the amazing local shops and businesses here before heading over to one of our team's listings right off Winnemac Park. Let's check it out. I'm so excited to be going with you to District today.
Yeah.
This little stretch on Damon is my favorite. I mean, I send all of my new buyers to District.
Oh, absolutely. It's a shop full of inspiration. We're actually going to meet up with Chris, and he's going to tell us a little bit about how they got started and what they have in store. Shall we go?
Yeah.
Let's see it. So I'm here with Chris, who is the mastermind behind this beautiful store. Chris, tell us what District is all about.
District is a neighborhood furniture store. We've been around for 12 years, but in this location for 8. And we feature vintage and new furniture.
District is such a staple here on Damon Avenue in this great district of amazing local shops. Tell us how you participate in the neighborhood as well.
Yeah, there's a ton of neighborhood activities. So we've got 2 times a year, the Chamber of Commerce does a wine stroll. We do this amazing event in June and September called Damon at Night, where all the stores feature pop-up vendors out on the sidewalks. And then within the store, we try and feature a lot of local artists. We have a local candle maker, a local pillow maker. We have local art on the walls.
And you've got a lot of beautiful art and accessories and coffee table books and candles. How do you curate such a beautiful selection?
I think that's another thing that makes us stand out, because we really put a lot of thought into every piece that we bring in, whether it's a vase or a planter for your flowers or a unique sideboard.
And you guys actually host a vacation rental property where it showcases this amazing aesthetic, right?
We have 2 rental properties up in Southwest Michigan in the Sauga Douglas area, and everything in there is furnished from the store. So you actually can go live in this atmosphere.
Not only is District one of my favorite stores and one of the neighborhood's favorite stores, but you also just won a prestigious award by the city. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so the Chicago Reader, we were voted best home furnishing store in Chicago for the 3rd year. It's voted on by the people, which means even more to us. So thank you, Chicago, for that.
Thank you so much for having us today, and cheers to another successful 8 years running.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, welcome to Levitt Street. We're gonna go inside and check out my listing. Come with me. So I may be a little biased, but one of my favorite things about this condo is its location. So not only are we about a half mile from District and all the amazing indie shops along Damon Avenue, we're also walkable to Lincoln Square, and we're on the west side of Winamac Park. So this beautifully designed condo has so much extra bonus space. We've got the sunroom in the front. We're on the 2nd floor, so you get all that natural light coming in from the park and up here in the trees. We've got a massive living room, the separate dedicated dining area, in addition to the eat-in bar. There's so much space to enjoy. And my favorite room is this 4 Seasons room just off the back balcony. So even in our cold Chicago winters, you get to enjoy a little piece of the outdoors and all the sunlight. This one's gonna sell really quick. We have started to receive multiple offers and actually went under contract just this morning. But this is the kind of real estate and the kind of living that you can expect when you get to enjoy Ravenswood and Lincoln Square. I'm Jen Best with Two-Door Group at Compass. I'm your host of American Dream, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Hi, I'm Lori Johanneson, a local realtor. Today we are in the beautiful suburb of Naperville, Illinois, and we're going to go inside the Naperville Running Company and learn how Naperville really supports our fitness community. Let's go inside. Thanks again, Marisa, for allowing us to come in today and not only interview you, but check out this wonderful store. I've been coming in a Naperville Running Company for over 15 years.
Yeah, so Naperville Running Company was founded in 2000. We are a family-owned run specialty shop, and we really pride ourselves on helping our community. So what we do is take you through a fit process. We watch you balance, we watch you walk. We have a scanner where we can do a 3D image of your foot and take a look at pressure points. We even have a machine that can make custom insoles. all of this is really to help our customer find the right type of shoe for their foot. And when I say customer, I mean really anybody that wants to have comfortable shoes. So yes, we're called Naperville Running Company, but we help runners, walkers, cross trainers, people who are just on their feet all day, anybody that wants a comfortable pair of shoes, we are more than happy to help them.
You truly do bring in a community. Naperville is a super large community with over 160,000 people. You're made to feel comfortable, and you're actually approached by people who are runners themselves.
All of our employees, we go through at least 80 to 100 hours of training before we're even helping our customers.
When I was in college, I thought I'm gonna run a marathon, and I was training and I hurt myself. And so I sat through a running clinic on proper running form, and then got fitted for a proper pair of shoes, was able to run again. I did my first triathlon. Through the help of Naperville Running Company, I was able to not only, run a marathon, but I completed a whole Ironman, which is amazing from somebody who didn't think I was ever gonna be able to run again. So Marisa, what are your favorite running paths, or where's your favorite place to go and run here?
Yeah, so we are really lucky. This area, there are ways to get to hundreds of miles of paths and trails. And I live really close to the DuPage River Trail, so it's paved. There's kind of rest stops a few miles apart from each other, but we are also just running distance away from McDowell Forest Preserve, Herrick Lake, the Illinois Prairie Path. So there literally are ways to get to hundreds of miles of limestone trails as well.
Which is amazing. It's amazing to be in a community that is so fitness friendly. I was excited to learn that there's a new running group that's going to be starting. Do you want to share a little bit about that? And maybe there's people who are watching and listening who want to be a part of it with us.
Yeah. So we have several groups that meet throughout the year. We have what's called a Run 101 program that's for beginning runners. We also have a marathon training group that trains for half and full marathons. That's a 16-week program that starts in June. But this week, actually, we're starting a new group called Naperville Running Company Track Club. And it's truly for anybody that, I'll say, considers themselves a runner, but they want to be faster at running. And really the great part about that program is that we're going to be working out on North Central's track. So we've got the outdoor and the indoor facility all year round.
Thank you again, Marisa, for allowing me to come in here and doing this interview with me. Where are we? How can we find the Naperville Running Company?
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Lori. So you can find more about us at runningcompany.com. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Naperville Run Co.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of American Dream. I'm your host, Lori Johanneson. We are in Naperville, Illinois. I can't wait for you to see what's next.
For many families, schools are a top, if not the top consideration when buying a new home. The school they choose will have an impact on their budget, their family schedule and commuting time, and of course, their educational philosophy. So what's a good way to find out if a school and a home are a good fit for you? Take a visit. I'm your host, Jean Metzler, a realtor with App Properties Christie's International Real Estate, and today I'm excited to take you to Chicago's East Lakeview neighborhood, where we will tour both a prestigious elementary school, the Chicago City Day School, and also a currently listed luxury condominium. Let's get started. Mr. Dow, thank you so much for having me here today. This school and its 2-acre campus is so picturesque and such a unique urban environment. But tell me about what people can't see. Tell me about Chicago City Day School and the City Day difference.
Absolutely, and we're very grateful for you to be here, and it's a real pleasure. So we're, a junior kindergarten through 8th grade elementary school. We're a private independent school. What sets us apart is the way that we approach the individual student and focus on those elementary grades. We have a philosophy and a curriculum that's been built over 42 years that really is founded and grounded in the idea of offering a liberal arts education to elementary school students. And what that means is exposing them to a variety of content, curriculum, subjects, so that they have an appreciation and a knowledge of a wide variety of subjects when they leave here and graduate. The other thing we want for them is to have a sense of self that's very important, a confidence, and a comfort in their educational environment. This is a wonderful example of what I was talking about, the breadth of the curriculum. You know, being in a shop tech lab like this. And they'll start down here as 4-year-olds in junior kindergarten, and they get to work with the bandsaw, and they get to work with their hands and get that satisfaction and understanding and appreciation as well, while connecting it to their core academic classes at the same time.
Everybody in the school does science fair. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, and this is a wonderful place to touch on that because like you said, every child starting in senior kindergarten participates in the science fair. And that really gives them that confidence and experience of presenting their ideas and doing public speaking in a comfortable environment, not in a competitive, across the board manner. And that's really what keeps them engaged and enjoying education.
Just a few blocks from Chicago City Day School is 451 West Aldine Avenue. The duplex penthouse has expansive indoor and outdoor living spaces, and the listing agent, Amanda McMillan with App Properties Christie's International Real Estate, is waiting upstairs to give us the highlights. Let's go check it out. Amanda, it's so great to see you. This is obviously a very special home. Tell me a little bit about the home and then let's take a tour.
Thanks so much for coming. I am so excited to show this place off. You know I've done this for a long time. You've done this for a long time. In all of my decades of doing this, this is the first time I've ever seen a property that's quite like this. What makes this so special in my mind is it's like somebody took a suburban single-family home, they plopped it on top of an intimate condo building, they gave you a backyard, private roof deck, 4 parking spots. Wow. And then outfitted it gorgeously.
Wow, Amanda, this outdoor space is unbelievable, especially in the city, in the heart of the city. And this is just one of 3 spaces?
I wasn't kidding when I said before that this was special. So we have this space here, which is fantastic. We have a front area, which is a yard, which also has some sports netting. It's like having an elevated backyard. And then behind the building, there's a common park, essentially. I mean, it's a huge backyard for the playground. There's a playground, there's a sitting area. There's so much stuff going on. The outdoor space, in my opinion, is fantastic, and it's so private.
Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing a slice of life in Chicago's East Lakeview neighborhood with me today. I look forward to seeing you next time on American Dream as we continue to explore Chicago together.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American Dream.